Good luck.
Okay, I finally decided to make a video ranting about Leciel. Now, originally I never thought that Leciel was going to never be an issue, because for the most part, it was always optional, to an extent. Always optional. You had new gear. Alright, good. Oh. Okay, that's better. Didn't want them to hear me ranting about it. What was I about to go about again? Oh yeah, Leciel. Back in the day, I believe Leciel was almost always optional, to an extent. Always optional. There was always something that you could have done other than Leciel. Leciel was just different. Until recently. Now, maybe that will change later on down the road with the new, whatchamacallit event showing up now. So now they have that. But they changed a few things. But I'm inclined to think otherwise. Because someone thought it was a good idea to just make Leciel the main important de facto place. And the sad part is, even that new weapon they introduced, and you could have grinded for, was optional too. It really was optional. You might be thinking, but it's more power, right? It surely wasn't an option. But no. To me, I believe it was optional. Which is why I still have a wing guard. Yeah, which is why I have a wing guard on me right now. Because I truly believe it was optional. The reason I'm even doing this to begin with, because I have to run this 2 more times. And I did a little bit of math behind some Leciel runs, and it seems like it takes about 2 hours to get all of the ingredients that you need. Assuming everything else is like... Assuming you got the ingredients from everything else, and it's just purely just those other types of materials. You're really here for like one type of material. I realized that wasn't fun anymore. Like, that was getting on my nerves bad. I simply couldn't stomach that for long. Sit here and tell me you have to play this game mode for 2 straight hours just to get a significant increase. Which really isn't that significant. We're talking about a pretty important increase. I'm not gonna get mad about the whole the new type of draws when it comes to like pay-to-win augments. Pay-to-win augments, you know, sure, it'll end up in the player shop and stuff like that, and as annoying as it is to keep having to upgrade, which I get that's the whole point of the game, to upgrade, keep upgrading. Of course, back then, upgrading was the whole purpose of upgrading to begin with was because you were worried about being left behind. Like, that was kind of the main issue. That issue is long gone, right? We don't have to worry about those things, do we? Just worry about the speed of how long something takes. But that's the actual issue. Which case seems kind of weird. You're telling me that I don't have to actually worry about upgrading? So why are we doing these limited time quests? Is it really that a scary idea to lock out players that don't have enough battle power? That's what it seems like to me. Good, it's done for. But once I do these last two, I think I'll just go back to what was more entertaining, I suppose. Because, you know, making money in general has a lot of applications to it. Here, Leciel only had one application. I have a bunch of old crap that just simply has no use to anyone anymore. Am I gaining anything from this? And I also got this new, whatchamacallit, new skill that I'm using for the Waker. Honestly, it turned out to be very disappointing, honestly. It'll end eventually. Yeah, I'm going back to the other one. That's for sure. And we'll show off some of the old rewards you used to get in Leciel.
Trial start.
I'm at 95 now. Don't want to be here all day since I have 100% on this anyway. I say there was no one freezing this dude yet. I don't think this is a good run, honestly. And it's taking longer than I expected. I think people died.
Success.
Okay. I think we can figure out how bad it is going up in there. I mean, so what if the game keeps reminding us that 12 will drop, the 12 will drop, the 12 new weapon will drop. So we can't have it drop it too soon. There'll be no reason people to go and fight the extra boss. Which I still don't think it's not worth fighting for, really. As there's other bosses, other variants of Dark Falls that drop the same money reward. Because, let's be... The Exilio, and here's how they could fix it, really. All these boxers and stuff, all these weapons, maybe they should just start just showing up already, like, decked out. Just have them at 60, 3 or 4 augments, and then we can use them as fodder to, like, upgrade our better weapons. That would fix the issue almost immediately. Now I know I can only work on my armor and I can work on gear and stuff. And especially these armors, by the way. Imagine how great it would be if these armors were just given to you at 60 with 3 augments to begin with. We could upgrade our stuff. We wouldn't have to keep relying on seasonal events to do that sort of thing. It'd be great. Absolutely great. It would solve so many problems. Just stop giving us stuff that is completely blank. Give us stuff with, like... Yeah, give us stuff that has... That's to some extent. Just up to 60. That seems to be like a sweet spot, you know. Sure, some idiot might still think about using it because they were going into the Leciel in the first place, but honestly, it's like, look, what are you supposed to do? You know, make it worth doing this. Make it worth the run. I couldn't eat it all? I'm at 100. I'm at 100 already. Deposit. I ain't gonna be using any of this stuff anytime soon. And none of this either. Okay, is this question even ready? Cause let's see. Ain't no soul is gonna try to touch this mission again. Ain't no way. Now this one I might do actually. If I actually had urgent quests to take care of. Planet Crusher, Assault, Wing Guard, no thank you. What was I gonna do again? Right, I was gonna show off the old rewards.
Thanks for visiting.
We'll go for the first set of rewards. I believe you could get these elsewhere, but these were still nice rewards to get for doing Leciel. The LC augments were quite honestly like the main attraction in my opinion. I mean, it was just augments that you could get that were weaker than the original, make you feel complete. Probably the games had when it first came out. And the higher tier ones are even a nice incentive to go back to Leciel. An incentive, by the way, not make it mandatory and stuff like that. And these weapons, sadly, the fact that you can still use them and get into certain urgent quests is just all you really need to understand, right? I mean, if I can use this and get into Leciel, you know, why should I switch weapons? Using it. Just to get the, let's see what else. Oh, and the author armor wasn't too bad either. For a time it was the strongest one until, showed up outside of there. All that optional. What do we have for the, Okay, the music, well, that music changed, but I got disconnected from my controller. No big deal. I think these weapons got outclassed pretty damn fast, actually. We're talking about weapons that didn't even have the same effects, by the way. Absolutely ridiculous. It couldn't even just be a stronger version of the other weapons. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? That's all they had to do. Make a stronger version of the Veshmails. With same mechanics and everything. But no, I don't think that was the case. Now I'm looking this up because it's actually ticking me off. But I still have to try to do one more mission. And aside from that, let's see what else is around. That was about it. Just these weapons. No new armor associated either. So it's like these Growthments 2 had no point to them. That's all? You didn't even get any armors associated with it? Just the weapons?
Please come again.
That was half of... That's half of what they get. It's half as good. Maybe Leciel got worse. What's this person's armor? That ain't worth looking at because they're level 25, and I understand. We gotta switch out this ability now.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, like this isn't working for me. That works much better for me. I gotta hurry up before the quest starts. I ain't trying to run no Steel urgent quest anymore. I'm sick and tired of it. Because honestly, when you give us triggers and stuff like that to keep going through it over and over and over and over and over and over and again, and spam it over and over and over and over and over and over again, makes you wonder. Makes me wonder how much I can cheat the system, really. Like, I wish there was a way. That maybe I have to fight the boss, but that's about it. Maybe I'll do it one time on stream. Like, even if it just got me one. That's the funny thing. If I could just get a tier, which would take even longer. Come on, game, hurry up. Seven, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. One more, come on. But I think that would fix the issue when it comes to Leciel. Just better rewards. Stop giving us plain-ass weapons. If they're gonna be garbage, make them more valuable. Make them already have 60. We already have weapons that are doing that already. They don't even necessarily need to have the EX augments. Just something that can be used for later, that can be used for materials for down the road. You know, to get them some type of use. To upgrade your stuff. And armors, too. Not give me blank-ass armors already. Like, you give us more armors, and you give us more armors that have, like, augments to them already. With decent augments. Shoot. You'd be in business. Hell, they can even have the LC augments if you're so skittish about people giving stuff. Wouldn't have this problem. We all be set. A lot of people would just be genuinely happy. It's like, alright, this isn't unbearable. We could totally do this. I wouldn't mind, you know, doing Leciel more than usual. Because I ain't going to go through the trouble of trying to go... Alright, they're going to probably make it possible to get these armors outside of Leciel. They've got to. They absolutely got to. And because of the way how they do seasonal events, you don't have to do the seasonal event. All you really have to do is just, like, play at a place you like to play at, and that'd be it. Right? While making money. Alright, wrong button. That one's done with. I think that's a bad one. Can I get in there with them? Can I get... Nope. I don't know why I thought I could get in there with them. I think I hesitated like at the last second. And that happened. All I had to do was keep running, but I didn't want to get stuck in there either. And somebody died. One of my dudes. Critical combo. Alright, sure. Are you dead yet?
Trial start.
Crazy how this thing is still alive. That thing's gonna take even longer to kill. I think he got killed already.
Success.
Finally dead. Then you're left. I think this is an enemy I usually take about a couple of seconds to kill. Like, finally he's dead. I feel like I've been feeling weaker doing these missions. Alright, under a minute. Let's just jump on somebody else's area. Preferably one that's not a puzzle. Somebody forgot about this? Throw action. Oh, I missed the timing. Seconds left. Something happened the last second. Hopefully we get it here. Well, we get enough. Hopefully I didn't mistime it. Because again, I ain't trying to go back. Also, my number was a lot higher, too. I was at 100 one time. Whatever. And this should be enough time. Great if we can kill in the next 30 or so seconds right about now. Somebody died. I don't usually bother with revives because, you know, there's other people here. And we've already lost a person. Which, that's actually not good. I have 30 or so seconds left. I don't think we're gonna make it. This will be the first time we don't make it. Huh, we made it, okay.
Success.
It's also constantly quitting out of here before the quest shows the results too. Every single time. Now, supposedly we should have it now. I should have the 50 that I need. And like I said, it's going to be the only time I ever upgrade this armor. I'm just going to be relying on the seasonal event to give me the stuff that I need. Or maybe, if it's co-op related, the limited time quest. Because 4, limited time quest was kind of worth grinding because what was it dropping again? I think it was dropping Age of Souls 4. I was like, finally, an excuse to not have to consistently go after Age of Souls, even though there were missions that, and no, there weren't really other missions that gave that sort of thing. It may have given what were they giving? Aegis Integris, I think? Yeah, they were given Aegis Integris, which led to Aegis Soul 4s, but nobody wants to really grind that again. You have to be crazy. Alright, check out my worthless rewards. Again, all this stuff needs to be... There needs to be stuff on these from now on now. There has to be. That's the only way you could fix the issue here. And then grinding, then stuff wouldn't be... Imagine how, if all this were at 60, and it'd be worth keeping. I mean, sure, maybe people don't upgrade their weapons as much. So, just replace everything with armor, right? Just start giving more armors, right? That'd be the most logical thing to do. I mean, armors do outclass the weapons 1/3 of the time. Right. more armors that are already upgraded to 60, already just found with 60, with like 3 or so augments or something like that. Just like with something like Mastery. Or something like Mastery 3s, Mastery 4s, like the stuff the seasonals that would give sometimes. Or hell, it could just be any 3 augments. Just something with like plus 60. That's all we need, game. Just tiny little fixes like this to make the grind less aggravating. Okay, I think I have to take one of these off to make this work. So let's see. Oh, let's take a quick little look at my Let's see. So I'm at 267.3. 267.3. All right, I'll remember that number. We are going to unequip one of these. We're going to equip one of these. And no, there's no point of me upgrading my armor, because as I've explained before, unless of course you're relying on a seasonal event, it's really irritating to do so. Very irritating. I gotta make sure that the armor in question is unlocked too. Oh, it's not unlocked. Okay. We're finally gonna do it. I think it was 267. We're gonna finally upgrade it. And I ain't going through the trouble of doing the other ones. We're gonna look for an out. A very easy out. And it's gonna have to be via. Because of course I value HP. Finally, so my math was correct.
You really do know your stuff. Please come again.
Okay. Oh, it went up to a 9 this time. Well, oh my gosh, it almost didn't feel like it was multiplical, as that person said that one time. That Spike Chun guy said. Yeah, it didn't feel multiplical at all, actually. So let's see. According to that increase, and I can zoom it in just for the people who are, getting a migraine. So from so we're getting like 3 more points if we actually go through, and this is another 4 hours of grinding, by the way. 4 hours of grinding of what I just said right there. 4 hours of Leciel, which I ain't doing, by the way. So like at 70, yeah. So I guess that'd be at 271, 272. Yeah, I'd be at 272. Alright. Well, I think that's the end of the video. Because honestly, I might show you how I actually do my urgent quest, which is going to be a whole lot of, I still can't believe people would show up this quest, by the way. That blows my mind. Or how anyone would show up to this quest. I mean, how? The Wing Guard? Unless, of course, that thing actually drops immediately. What's the price on the new weapons?
What is it you need?
Weapon, let's just say boots is the cheapest thing I've seen so far. I think a new weapon will have to drop before something, yeah, a new weapon will have to drop before the drop rate decreases far enough. That's actually not too bad. I could see myself grinding that. Because who else would need that?
Come again.
Just a little under 5 million. That's about maybe, at least from where I'm standing at right here, maybe 2 to 3 hours of grinding. Just to get that. In like one of the high tier combat zones. And I'm sure people are doing these high tier combat zones. I'm sure they are. Maybe not the tier 2 or anything, but definitely tier 1s. If I could do that. And if you're wondering why there's a difference, the difference is because you're getting the materials. to get the Tricelio if you haven't gotten it already, and you're getting the money for other stuff. And if I wanted to actually get back into business, then of course there is a... And I do have like a Tricelio sitting somewhere in my inventory somewhere. Like, it's there. I just haven't had the urge to feel like it. But this right here is just something that I'm kind of sticking with for the time being. And if I do ever get my hands with that new augment, will be replaced. 4.5. So one of these can get replaced. Preferably the Grand Gladius would probably stay. This would stay because it's going to get replaced by an actual Lux Alpha now, because, I don't know, it takes time, but you can actually get those. This is a bit more irritating to get, so I wouldn't even bother. And I did see that they're offering new weapon badges now. So you can get the, upgrade your other stuff even further and further. But I think that's about it, really. Has this quest not started yet? That's crazy, it hasn't started yet. No, wait, it has started already. I just hesitate to do it because, screw that. But that's it for me when it comes to grinding in this game. At least when it comes... Okay, when it comes to Leciel, I'm done with Leciel. We had the Sega headline thing tell us about all the stuff that could happen, and I'm just hoping that, Zimni, which I think her name is pronounced Zimni, will hopefully have something that we can use. Something that can help upgrade our armors. And not trying to go to Arcacelio, but yeah, something to upgrade to Arcacelio would be great too. And maybe something that can help out getting the, Age of Souls 4s. That'd be great too. Well, that's about it really. Hope this rant reached somebody. You know, hearing some type of opinion on it. I mean, how could Sega just have an idea and just kind of just, well, ruin it? Or not go all the way, or... I'm sure they thought about asking people, but there'd just be a lot of different things. Because obviously, keeping players who have the free gear that can't go into the limited time quest would be seem a little mean, but it would encourage people to actually upgrade their gear, because you have to do something. Otherwise, there's no point, right? Matter of fact, now that I think about it, we can go right here and see all the people who dropped off after doing the urgent quest, because it takes about 12 minutes to do anyway. And take a look at their armors. Because every person has, like, all the Arcacelios and stuff like that, and Arca weapons and Silet. That's almost 10 hours, really. And I say 10 hours because the weapon is even more irritating, because you have to keep waiting. You have to wait, you know, in an hourly fashion. I don't know about that. That would get on my nerves. Badly. Alright, let's assume that this group is the people that just got off. This is probably... Okay, so aside from the, there's no reason on earth they should be running a Keeper 5. A Dread Keeper 5. We already have something that outclasses it already. There's no point. What, you need that much? You have it on everything. I kind of... Let's see. What am I looking at here? I think I know what they're going for, because let's see. I'm at 77. And I do value damage adjustment. So what we're looking at, maybe at 80%, maybe? Possibly. I kind of want to ask so badly, but we know they're AFK. Which is a sad part. And this person has spent a lot of money on this game. Everything is like a, I forgot you could actually buy this somewhere. They bought some of their augments, but other than that, they have what I basically considered the best in slot. Makes sense for that weapon to show up first. They have a variation of what I have. Yeah, they have a variation of it. They're able to afford the 2 augments. They also have a lot of money, or at least used to have a lot of money. Oh yeah, I would say there's not enough time to armor check people when you're doing that urgent quest, by the way. Now this person is basically, now this is what we call actual, so we still call it effort, because at least they went through the time of upgrading their weapons, their armors, up to 90 by the way. That's quite impressive. And then just kept this weapon right here. Like, well, I don't need to change it from here. This is good. This right here, commendable. That's the type of effort I don't mind seeing. Alright, that ends my overly 42 something rant. Oh, I got my point across. Don't plan on making any more of these rants because I don't know, there's only so much of this game I can take.